Hey, what's up, guys? This is Advanced from OVO Reviews. You know, Advanced from KTT. You might have heard of me every once in a while. I don't know. All right, so obviously, I've had time to sit with Majid or Majid. I'm not. I say Majid Jordan, but every once in a while, someone will tell me it's Majid Jordan, and I'm like, well, eat a dick. I don't really give a fuck. You can lick my balls. I'm gonna call them whatever I want to call them. I call. I hear some people call Rihanna Rihanna. You know, whatever the fuck you want. I really don't care. I don't care. I like their music. I really appreciate their music. My friend calls it their Macy's music because it's just he shops at Macy's. He's under the KTT poster, but I'm not gonna expose that nigga. I should though. Fuck that nigga. Old big head ass nigga. Whatever. We're getting off topic. So this is going to be my review for Majid Jordan's first album. You know, it's also titled Majid Jordan. And yeah, we're going to just be going through track by track, and we're not going to obviously listen to all of them, but I probably will have them in the background anyway. Or I'll have something in the background. I'll have something that Majid Jordan fans, both new and old, will probably enjoy in the background. So you're listening to it right now, so whatever. So let's go track by track, and let me give my opinion on each track, and then give an opinion as a whole, as a piece of work, and then talk about these guys. So first, if you don't know who Majid Jordan are, you've definitely heard one of their songs, no matter who you are, because they were originally, like, the way that I kind of learned about them, even though I'd heard a few of their songs, like Patience or I think Chill Pad Deluxe. I'm pretty sure that's not Party, right? That's one of their. I heard a little bit of the After Hours EP, and but the first time I really noticed them as artists was on Hold On, We're Going Home, and you know, Drake has some nice vocals on that song, but they really bring it home. And it kind of sucked that a lot of people didn't really recognize them. And I feel like it's because they didn't really have, and I don't want to say a verse really, but you know what I mean. They didn't have a section of that song to themselves, even though they did, but it was more of like a bridge and part of the chorus. And, you know, it's whatever. Like, they embellished the song, but I don't know. I feel like it doesn't even warrant giving them a feature. Like, it's weird. They should have had more to do in that song. So these guys are from Toronto, I believe. They're definitely from Canada, and it's two people. So it's Jordan Ullman, I think, and I forget Majid's last name, but that goes to show how much I know. Just from my head, I just know. You know, I know more than most people. Most people don't even know that it's two people, right? So. Yeah, we've been waiting for these guys to drop some heat. Like, these are really talented guys. Their production is crazy. And they're not scared to take weird choices with their music. And by saying that, I should give an example, right? So, in one of their songs, Patience, it's this really melodic song with like tons of very slow, like very low-key piano in the beginning. And it just builds up, and it becomes this really, really rich melody and this really soulful track. But then, oddly enough, later on in the song, they have some kind of like robot voices and shit going on, and that could turn off some people. So it's a risk that they take in the music, and they've linked up with tons of really great producers. Angelo, one of them, is one of the Weeknd's premier producers, but they themselves are just amazing, and everything that they do music wise, there's only been a few songs that I'm not really all that into. So that's just how I feel about them as artists. So let's go song for song. So in the first album, first song is Learn From Each Other. Now, is the song very catchy? Yes, song is incredibly catchy. It's very simple, and that's going to be one of the things that I have as a complaint for this album. It's a very simple album. I think most of this music, and it's perfect because it's their niche. That's kind of what they do. They do songs that you can tap your foot to on the subway before you get your shoes stolen and you know, stomped out. They have songs where you tap your foot to, or you hum, or you can even like whistle and get robbed. There's a lot of this kind of music on this album where it's like, yes, there are verses with lyrics, but you're going to be listening to a lot of hooks. And that's my complaint with this song, actually. The hook goes on way too many times on this song. I feel like if the song was shorter, I would like it more, because when the song comes on and I know I'm not going to be able to skip to the next song, you know, like I could be working out or something, which, by the way, who works out to this? But I like to be calm when I'm working out. Every once in a while, I'll throw Summer 16 on or something. But yeah, that's one of my gripes with this song. It's like the chorus comes on too many times, you know, and we should always learn from each other. And that's how it feels like near the end. You're just kind of like, okay, like this would be an awkward song to play in a room of friends, even if there's like bitches there. It's like, it's weird to just have it's repeating. It's like a Spanish song at a Spanish party where it goes doon 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 doon. It's just repeating all fucking night. It's not what you want in a song, you know. And it's a high quality album, so it's like this is your first song on the album, and it kind of drags. But maybe that helps because when you get to the second song, Make It Work, which is actually probably my favorite song on this album. It's just amazing. Like the chorus is great. The content of the song is great. It's just a great song. It has this great rhythm. There's this just the way the chorus works and the way that it builds up throughout the course of the song. It's a pretty special track from these guys. And you know, you do get the chorus quite a bit in this, but though, like the I don't know, I'm trying to think about how to say it. The way the chorus is structured, you're waiting for the chorus to come. So you go from one song where the chorus comes way too many times, and another song where it's like when the chorus gets there, it's catchy as shit. Like you're there with it. It's just another day, just another day, just another day. All the people think. Amazing. Like, don't let my horribleness at performing it confuse you. When they do it, it's great. When I do it, I understand it's not the best thing ever. All right, maybe even worse than that. But when they do it, it is fucking fantastic. So Make It Work, definitely one of my favorite songs on the album. I just like the message. You know, it's a good song, dude. It's a really good song. So then we get to one of the premiere songs from the album that was released as a single, I believe, with Drake. So this is supposed to be one of the songs that catches people's attention because it has, obviously, sorry, I had to burp. Obviously, one of the more forefront artists of this generation, which is Drake. And this is OVO Reviews channel, so if you don't agree with what I'm saying, obviously, I'm a little biased. But, you know, it has Drake on it, which is a high-quality artist, and it's a big name to pull into your song. And, of course, because, you know, Drake has him working in, like, tents and shit at his house. So is the rumor, but, you know, I think they've backtracked on that. But, you know, having Drake on your song is never a bad thing. Obviously, look at what happened to Fetty. Even though Fetty was already blowing up, look at what happened to McConan. Having Drake on your song, it's obviously a good thing. And it sucks for some reason that when Drake gets on a Majid Jordan song or on a Party Next Door song, it doesn't really have the same effect that it does on other artists. Like we all saw how Tuesday blew up, right? And I guess Recognize with Party Next Door blew up to a certain degree. It's definitely something that people will know when they hear it. But, and Hold On We're Going Home, like there's examples where it works. But My Love isn't really, I'm sure it charted, definitely. It definitely charted. Maybe it was in the top 10. But My Love, I don't hear it ever anymore. I don't hear Over Here with Party Next Door anymore. So I don't feel like it has the same effect, because if Drake gets on anyone's song, you know it's going to be on the radio all day. But when he got on My Love, it was on for a bit. I mean, maybe you still hear it in certain other markets. I live in the tri-state area, which is like the New York Power 105 kind of run area. And I've never heard Over Here on the radio, but that could just be because it was never pushed to market. So yeah, I actually, when I first heard the song, I had a YouTube version, which was slightly sped up, and since I'm so used to that version, I replaced, you know, that version with this version, the album version, but hearing that, you know, it's a little lower pitched, a little slower, so it kind of bothered me already, and I don't know, I really like the vocals and everything on this track, but it's kind of an you know, it's not a big deal, but it's not bad. It's just, I think first impressions matter a lot, and my first impressions for the song were different because mine was pitch shifted a bit, so that, you know, just it was a little faster tempo and it was pitch shifted. Small Talk. Now, Small Talk is the song after My Love, and Small Talk is one of the happiest songs on this album. And it's not a very happy album, but Small Talk is just one of those songs where you want to get up and just fucking move your feet, and you want to dance. If you would take this chance, like, you know, it's one of those, like, it's a lovey-dovey song, certainly, but it's just one of those, like, happy experiences on this album that you could play in a playful sort of nature with your girl in the room or something like that while she's doing dishes or something, because that's what she should be fucking doing. I'm kidding. I'm playing around. But it's just one of those songs where it's very playful by nature, but it's not corny, really. I mean, any love song, it's to a degree going to be corny, but it's not. It's like borderline, you know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those songs that you can have fun with and be in a happy environment with it. And not have it be weird or anything. Like, I can listen to this with anyone who will listen to any of the Weeknd's new shit. I can sit in the room with them and put this on, and they're just smoking away or doing whatever, or just relaxing or dancing and shit. And you know, it's a good track. So I really like the song. It's one of my favorite songs in the album. It's not my favorite, which is, you know, obviously make it work, but it's one of my favorite songs in the album. Definitely one of the better songs in the album. I've seen some people who actually don't like the song all that much, and I don't really get that, but obviously everyone has their own opinion, and you can only put the work out there. You can't, you know, choose how people are going to react to it, so that's how it is. Next song is Pacifico. Pacifico is very catchy, which again is going to just honestly be a theme as you go through this album. Pacifico is very catchy, and I hang out with a female friend of mine who works at a Haagen-Dazs, and she plays it a lot at the Haagen-Dazs, which is a little weird, but I like the vocals on it, especially, where and just the whole vibe of riding through the night, you know, after a long night, or maybe after an argument with a chick or something's going on, just riding, you know what I mean? And that's that OVO sound, obviously, right? That's that sound that we get from Party, from Drake, from Majid Jordan, that driving around at night with the top down. Maybe there's a chick next to you, maybe not, and maybe there's a reason for that, but whatever's going on right there in your space, you're relaxed and you're chilling and you're just going down the Sunset Strip or going through the streets of New York and a rat jumped at you. You're hanging out, you know, and that's just how it is, you know. It's a good song. Yeah, and you know, you're gonna notice that when I like a song, there's not gonna be that much in depth. It's just gonna be, well, I like it, you know, it's pretty cool, the vocals and this and that. It's fairly catchy. It's not something that I would ever hear on radio, which I guess is like a weird criticism to have, because not every song has to be a radio song. Like, most songs are better off not being a radio song. But I don't know. I want commercial success for these guys, so I kind of want a lot of these songs to be radio songs. But then it would end up being The Weeknd's album, and nobody wants that, right? Except for people who voted for him for Grammys. And look, that wasn't a bad album or anything. I still like that album a lot. I'm just recently getting into The Weeknd. Like, I just recently downloaded Trilogy, so there's just too much music for me to, like, absorb at the moment. So maybe, you know, also I've heard from Weeknd fans that the latest album isn't all that good compared to any of his other music. So next up we have Shake, Shake, Shake. One of the more corny songs on this album. And don't get me wrong, I like this song, and I think this song should be the radio hit. You know what I mean? This song should have been the song that went to radio. And still has a chance to, obviously, but it doesn't really have a chance to. This is one of those songs where, it's a good song. I gotta talk to you. No, that's a different song, isn't it? How does Shake, Shake, Shake go? Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, Shake, Shake, Shake is good. I just listened to a little bit of it. Shake, Shake, Shake is good. It's just, it's corny, man. You know? Like, shake, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. That shit is corny. I can't even, you know, I enjoy it. It's like a guilty pleasure, but it's corny. And it's sad because this is one of their more marketable songs, right? But then, this is like the kind of song you would hear on Kids Bop. That's not a good thing. Even though, you know, some of Drake's songs are on Kid Bop that I like, Kids Bop. It's just one of those songs where it's like, it's a good song, but it's not some shit I'm listening to in public. yeah, I don't know. It's not. I usually handle the playlist for like parties and shit. Like, not. I don't want to say I'm DJing, but it's like dry DJing, where it's like you're on your phone and you got the Bluetooth speaker and shit for the house, basically, and you're playing the music. So this is definitely one of those songs that I would skip unless there were just hella white girls at the party. Next up, probably the second corniest song on the album, but this one I actually like. Very, very catchy tune, right? This is the kind of song you would hear in a Victoria's Secret, in like a rundown neighborhood. It's a good song. It's tonally different from almost every other song on the album, right? It's a very slow, sultry kind of almost love song, but it's more of a, like a, hey, look, I know you don't really see where this is going, and maybe this isn't working out, but I want to show you that it can work out. You know, I can make this work. I want to show you that love is always there. And that was really gay. I was just, fuck you. That was that was awful. But yeah, it's pretty much the tone of the song and the message of the song. And verses are fairly short, but the damn singing is just excellent. And I don't know, I can tell there's gonna be some 15-year-old corny boys who read a lot of BuzzFeed articles on how to get bitches playing this song for like their exes and shit like that, and I can imagine it already, and it's probably me in the past, so I don't even wanna. It's whatever. It's a good song. It's definitely something you could listen to, but if you're on the subway and your phone falls off, like your headphones and your phone detach somehow, like, you know, a hole in your pocket or something, and that shit starts playing out loud, you can't turn around and brush it off. Like, ha ha. No, you're gonna look weird. Like, I was in school and I was playing Hotline and I was walking in the hallway to it and kind of, you know, getting my little Chris Breezy with the dance moves on emoji. And then my phone fucking fell and it started just playing. And this chick looked at me and started laughing, and I was like, ha, I know when that. And I started doing the dance, picked my phone up, and walked into the bathroom and proceeded to cry for 20 minutes. And I didn't do that. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not one of those songs. It's kind of like, the fuck? The fuck is this guy listening to? The fuck is this? This guy's depressed. Decent track, but it's just, again, it's corny. It's a corny track. Alright, Warm is next. And Warm, you know, Warm is like it's like a lukewarm track. You know what I mean? It's in the medium. It's corny to a very low degree. I feel like you could fuck to this song, like, fairly easily. But it's just, it's weird, yo. It's alright, so the song is extremely catchy, right? And I pretty much, every fucking song on this album is catchy. But, it's one of those songs that you're gonna pass to your girl, and she's gonna hear it and be like, "Ooh, this is like one of the songs you'll like." If you're trying to get someone into Majid Jordan, you pass it to her or him or whatever, and they're gonna dig it, right? It's not a bad song, definitely. I feel like it suffers from the whole chorus thing. Chorus comes on, I think, maybe one more time than it needs to, but you know, it follows the theme of the album, right? Which sounds like it's more geared towards a guy having a woman and then like losing her or something, or a guy having to teach a bitch the ropes. You know, just start swinging on her ass, Mayweather style. No, I'm kidding. But it sounds like another one of those tracks that doesn't really sound like, it's not like really a happy song. That's what I got it. I don't know, maybe the chorus issue isn't such a big deal with this song. I mean, I do like the bridge near the end. I like the way the song is formulated. It's just, it's not amazing. It's a good song, and it's definitely a great song off the album. There's some good simps and shit on the song, and the production is out of this world, just like almost all of these songs. The production is crazy. But it's just not, I don't know, there's something about it that makes it like, okay. You know, it's like, okay, that was okay. It's not stellar. Next is Something About You, which, there's an error on this song. I think it's this one. There's an error on one of these songs, which takes off like half a point in my review score. I forgot what song it was, but I made a big deal about it on the KTT forums in the Drake section, and I got cursed the fuck out basically for it. And there was a little bit of discussion, but at the end, basically, it was advanced, you're stupid, which I guess to a degree. It's just that I like, you know, a certain standard of quality, and I don't like it when major artists have even little mistakes in their songs. I get that everyone makes mistakes. I get that, you know, these mistakes are, you know, they barely ever happen, but when they do happen, I just don't like it. You know, I don't like when it happens. Even Kanye has errors on his songs, and he'll take the song back, which you can't really do. Take the song back and redo certain parts of it and whatnot. But I just don't like when there's errors on songs, and there's an error on one of these, and it's not syncopation. It's just done in a really weird way if it's not an error. So I see it as an error. So, Something About You, I don't know. Something About You has the chorus issue where there's the chorus plays to it's too repetitive. I think Something About You is, and maybe it's the fact, like, I was jamming to the song before the album came out, but then the album came out, and then all these other Majid Jordan songs came with it, and then Something About You kind of got pushed to the wayside because there's so much better quality songs on the album that I really felt like this could be a throwaway, and it's a shame that this isn't a throwaway, but Too Far from the Mixie Mix is a throwaway, unless Drake is taking that for his album or it's going to be used in some other way. But it's weird to me how the better song isn't on the album, but this song, which to be fairly honest, might be the worst song on the album. In an album with all amazing songs, right? This could be, like, I would say, the lowest quality song. Day and Night is the shit. Also incredibly corny, but it's just the lyrics, you know. It's just the lyrics itself are corny. I love you and you love me day and night or some shit. And it's like, okay, well, that's a little 8th grade relationshipy. It's still a dope track. It's just, you know. It's another one of those songs that it comes on and it's like, this is some shit that I'm tapping the shit out of my foot to. It's extremely catchy. It's really melodic. It's another one of the happy songs, right? But I just have this thing in, like, music where someone says, I love you, and it's like, I don't know. You're kind of being too on the nose with it. I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to convey this emotion, but there's better ways, especially from a writing perspective, there's a better way of getting that across without sounding corny. And I think when I hear I love you in a song, it's like, okay, alright, this is a little corny, guys. You really have to say that? I mean, let's be real, I'm not like some fucking, I'm out here, alright? I'm out here like Tex, you know what I mean? I'm out here, so it's not like I'm like, fuck love, and it's just hearing it in a song, especially this track, it's like, it's too bubbly, and I'm just not into that kind of shit. That's why, you know, I don't know. I like the rest of the album for the most part, but this one song, I like it, but it's a little too happy for me. And let's get to, fuck what I said before, this might be my favorite song. King City is the shit. King City is literally the perfect song. It's your, like, OST of the night, your original soundtrack of the night. You go around, you pick a bit, like, every time I go to the, I'm freaking out, every time I get an Uber at night, this is the shit that I have them play. And they always turn around and go, this is nice, I'm gonna put this on my playlist. They look at me in my velvet sweater and shit, and they're like, damn, I'm like, ooh, okay, Advance, you a cool guy. I'm not even gonna charge you for this Uber ride. They don't ever do that. Well, they do turn around and, you know, they compliment the song. They act like it's me. It's not me, guys. I don't know why you're complimenting me. Song is amazing. The vocals are amazing. The tone, perfect. And it fits that theme of driving around at night or going through something, and it just goes right through you like a fucking knife. But not like a painful one, like one that wraps around your insides and hugs you. Like, it's just one of those songs where this is like one of the best songs on the album. You know, it's good for a different reason than why Make It Work is good. Make It Work is like, it's good, but it's a good Majid Jordan song, right? but it's not like incredible. You know what I mean? Like, it's a really good song. It's something you could hear on the radio. It's something you could hear your friends listening to, or people driving past. I've actually heard some people driving past with it blasting, which is rare, right? But this song is the most like marketable song on the album. It's my most listened to song on the album. It's just I'm going between this and Make It Work being the best songs in the album. If you ask me tomorrow, I'll probably say this is the best song on the album. But if you ask me the day after, I might have gone back on that. But it does have my most plays on my phone. I have 720 plays on it. But to be fair, I have had it since before the album came out, so it's whatever, right? And then let's get to Every Step Every Way, which now I remember being the song that has the error. It's not the worst way to end an album. I do wish they switched King City and Every Step Every Way, or just took out Every Step Away and put Too Far in its place if they were gonna keep someone Like You. It's a weird song because the whole ending bridge, where he's singing, he's like, my love for you, my love for you. That whole section is really good, but it feels more like a song that you'd put in the middle of the album, not something you would put at the end, because this is supposed to be the last new piece of music that someone's going to be hearing from these artists for a while, right? You would assume. And it just doesn't really fit that. Like King City, if that was the last song on the album, bam. I'm going to start the album right over, or I'm going to listen to that song again. I don't think I'm going to listen to Every Step Every Way twice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might listen to the album all over again and only get like halfway through. It's not the song, and I'm gonna skip. What's the first song on the album again? I'm going to skip Learn From Each Other, definitely. So I'd probably start off. I think the beginning and end of this album are fairly weak, because if you started the album off with Make It Work and ended it with King City, and you didn't have Something About You, it'd be a great fucking album. You took out a few of the tracks, it'd be a great album, and the theme would fit a lot better. The theme would stick a lot more if you took certain tracks out. So I personally leave them all on my phone just because I know every once in a while I'm gonna want to hear the songs that I don't like all that much, but I'm gonna have like a hankering for them. But if you want to stick closer to the theme of the album and only have the songs that really stick to that theme, you may want to take out songs like Learn From Each Other, or Shake Shake Shake, or Something About You, and Every Step Every Way. I know it's 4 songs, that's a lot. It's not a Meek album. Yeah, it's a lot of songs to take out of a regular album. But then again, every song is produced well. The vocals on every song are pretty good. I mean, pretty high quality. Like, I honestly feel to this point that Majid Jordan's songs, quality-wise, are of a higher quality than a lot of Drake's recent stuff. Definitely. No reference tracks for the... I'm kidding. I'm fucking around. That was awful. But yeah, I feel like these guys are, if not the highest quality artist on the label, they're the second highest quality. You know what I mean? Because Party puts out some dope shit. I'm not saying Party isn't as talented or more talented. I know Party is a great producer. Party is a great songwriter. He has the songwriting credits for Work by Rihanna and Drake. He has these great songs. He's really awkward in videos, his videos where he just stands there and shit. But, whatever. Let him dip off in his white Porsche. But I think Majid Jordan have a really special sound, and they have the sound that most fits the OVO brand. And Party is kind of missing his wave. I mean, Bryson's blowing up, and I think, I know it's kind of different markets, but Party's kind of missing his bus, and I know Party's getting more money than anyone that I know combined, right? But he's missing his train, and I think Party needs to step it up and start dropping some shit that both fits what he's trying to do and what people want to hear from him. He can't just be sitting on his white Porsche in every video, or, you know, wearing all white like he moves things. He has to kind of just be chilling. You know, he has to, I mean, he can't just be chilling. He has to put out like more. He has to put out like Drake does, like years where Drake doesn't have any projects dropping. He's just dropping track after track after track, because there's tons of people that want to work with Party. I know personally, just from business connections, tons of people that want to work with Party. But we're not going to be talking about Party right now. That's a whole nother video to make, and I'll probably be back with the Party Next Door album review, or whatever he's going to call it. Probably, I'm not even gonna make a fucking joke about it. Party's a shit, but we need more music from him, and we need his album to be crazy quality, because if not, he faces the risk of missing out on his niche to Bryson Tiller. And you know, Tiller's great. Alright, Tiller's great, but you know, I want Party to do well, obviously, as a fan of the label, as a fan of the artist, as a fan of the brand in general. But he's kind of missing his last train to Paris, and that was a Diddy reference. All right, so with that, I'm gonna give the album, I want to say an 8.5, but I'm gonna bump it up to an 8.7. There's 4 tracks that I really don't feel like need to be on the album. There's 1 track that's missing from the album that I don't know what they're doing. What are they doing with it? Are they giving it to Drake? Are they giving it to Party? Are they just not gonna release it anymore? It definitely should have been on the album. But it's not. It's a Too Far track from the Mixie EP. It's a solid album, dude. 8.7 is not a bad score at all. It's not a bad score at all. And I know maybe, well, no one in my fucking comment section is gonna say anything about it, because who really watches these, right? But it's a solid album, and it's the best that you could have wished for from these artists. Especially for a freshman album. You know, I want to see what these guys are going to do with their next EP, with their next album, with their next project. I want to see where these guys are going to go, and I hope they get more, you know, commercial success, because they definitely deserve it. They're not getting pushed all that well. I mean, they've done tons of interviews, but I feel like OVO has an issue of pushing its artists, and let's hope that works out in the future. That's why McConan actually got bought out by Warner Brothers, right? Also, who gives a fuck about McConan, right? I look a bit like McConan, so I gotta say that. Fuck him. I gotta denounce him. But yeah, I'm rambling. This has been a 33-minute video by Advanced KTT OVO reviews, and yeah, I hope you appreciate it. Again, my review score for the album is 3.7, and if you stayed around this long, I guess it matters, right? So I'll see you guys next time on OVO reviews. Next time I do an album review or whatever I'm doing next, check me out. If you enjoyed it, obviously like, favorite, and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.